combination of JSO personnel and urban search and rescue from JFRD located the children in a dense wooded area, probably about 400 meters or so into the wood line from their home. So they had made their way to a dilapidated pump house for shelter at some point in time, maybe yesterday or today. And as far as their condition goes, they're lively and talkative, and asked for a cheese pizza that we quickly delivered to them. So they're currently at a local hospital for observation, but besides being a little bit dehydrated and a couple bumps and bruises, they're in good shape. So we're very happy about that. So quickly, a successful joint operation. We had a lot of amazing work done by some great teams and good partnerships. FDLE, FBI, Florida Fish and Wildlife, all played a big role for us. JTA, as you saw, delivering investigators to the scene for us. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, the White House Baptist Church, Paradise Village Mobile Home Park. The management team there was outstanding, and as always, a lot of support from the community. I do want to take a quick second and thank the media as well. You guys were out there with us from the very beginning, putting out those messages, and we appreciate it. It means a lot to have that level of cooperation. So one of the biggest partners, obviously, in that operation over the last couple of days was JFRD, and we're just talking about the level of partnership we have in this community. You don't see that in a lot of places, and it pays dividends for us day in and day out. This is just a very outward public example of that, and we couldn't have done it without them. So with that, I'll turn it over to our Fire Chief, Keith Powers, for a couple quick comments, and then if you guys have any questions, we'll do our best to try and answer those questions for you. Keith.
Thank you, sir. Sheriff. I just want to, Sheriff covered pretty much everything, but I just want to reiterate the partnership that we have with the Sheriff's Office when things like this happen. We take our urban search and rescue personnel, combine them with the Sheriff's Office personnel, and it was 19 of them working together today that found that child. And, this is a lot of times we don't have great outcomes and things, but this is a glorious day for the city that we were able to do this. But it goes to show you what the partnership, how it works, and how we can make a difference in people's lives. And the good thing is that family is fixing to have a wonderful Christmas. They just got the best Christmas present they'll ever get in their entire life. So, Sheriff, I thank you for what your men did.
Yeah, absolutely. Same to you. And again, quickly, a big thank you from me to the men and women of JSO. I mean, from the very beginning, just relentless, constantly pushing, great effort across the board. So with that, we'll be able to answer a couple questions.
Sheriff, you said they were in a dilapidated pump house. Were they believed to be there the whole time? Can you describe how
it's hard to tell right now. I mean, you're talking about some very dense, swampy, water probably a couple feet deep in some spots area. And so we'll find out more in the next couple of days as we're able to talk to them a little more in depth about how they got there. Were they there for both nights? We don't know as of yet.
Did they appear trapped?
No, not trapped at all.
Do you believe they were alone the entire time?
There's no reason to believe they weren't. So again, we'll know more once we have an opportunity to talk to them.
So you believe they just wandered?
We do. That was always that was the best case scenario for us, and it was the one that we put the most time and effort into, obviously. But as we got a couple of days into the operation, you've got to give more time and attention to other scenarios, and that's where information about the car today. Other leads that we had gotten, we began to really dig and explore harder into some of those, all theories really at that point. But the original one and the one that, again, we put the most stock in is that they had wandered off. So
was the car ever, is it ruled out now as a factor at all?
Yeah, right now we've got no connect. We had very limited information about that vehicle before. The guy playing the music, the SpongeBob music or children's music, and it was something we wanted to explore. It has played, up to this point, unless we hear something different from the kids, no role at all
Can you
in
say
the disappearance.
Their health, how are they?
They seem to be in good health. I mean, they're at the hospital being examined right now, but
Dehydrated?
I'm sure a little bit dehydrated, again, bumps and bruises, but very talkative. Talked a lot to the JFRD personnel that carried them out. So, again, best possible outcome.
Had that area been searched before, Sheriff?
I don't think that we'd gotten to that point just yet. So we were, again, very dense, very thick, swampy.
Swampy water moccasins in that area?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, all kind of stuff in the woods like that.
So are we
yeah.
talking west or north of the trailer park where they were found? You said 400
Yeah, north of the trailer park.
So that's the real wooded area.
Yes, that's the area.
And again, you've been listening to this press conference out of Jacksonville where we just got some very good news. The Amber Alert lifted for 5-year-old Bria Williams and her 6-year-old brother Braxton Williams after they were found safe in the woods after going missing on Sunday. They are now at a hospital being observed, but we're told they've got some bumps and bruises, but overall in pretty good shape.
Yeah, what child doesn't love cheese pizza? And
Right.
especially two of them who've been wandering out in the
Yes.
woods. And I bring that up because if something terrible had happened to those children and they still had survived, cheese pizza wouldn't have been mentioned.
crust,
So
yeah.
this is clearly the best outcome. And as the fire chief said, the best Christmas present that this family could ever get.
Absolutely.